It's February 24th. I wasn't going to make this video for about another 2 days because that would have been the 1 month mark from when I first started making these. This is volume 7 of my road. As you can see, that's a road. That's my little pun or whatever that was called. To my 2020, my wife and I's 2020 Tesla Model 3 Standard Range. Not the Standard Range Plus, but the $35,000 model that you actually have to call to get. Well, the only update that I have since my last video is I got a strange email last night. My strange email last night was, how was the experience of buying the car and picking up the car? I don't know. I haven't done it yet. So there is a way that you can, people do it, you can find out the VIN number, which I still don't have, of your car via the HTML code on the web page in your account. But I did get a VIN number off the web page. I took a screenshot of it, and I'll be interested to find out if that's my actual VIN number. And once I do get the car, or do get officially told that that is my VIN number, then I might go ahead and share it, because if it works, then it works. But that's the only reason I even made this video and looked on the website, was because of an odd email congratulating me on my purchase and my experience of picking up my car. I didn't fill out the survey. I don't know if once I clicked on the survey if it's going to be available once I actually do pick up the car or not. But we'll see. But that's it. February 24th, Volume 7. Oh, one last thing. I should have some video of when I first started making these videos about a month ago. My first video was filmed on January 26th. I mean, go ahead and throw it in here. I'm going to do it like this, and I'll zoom in with digitals. But right here's what I'm wanting to show. That's 2635. That's how many miles that I've got on my tires that I currently have on this BMW i3. These are my winter tires. I just purchased them this year. So I'm keeping track of how many miles I'm putting on them. But that 26, well, it's 2636 now, is when I first started making these videos about a month ago. I think it was, and I'll take a screenshot of, like, it was about 400 miles, 465 or something like that. But by the time I get to work today and back, that's 2,200 miles in a month. This is normal. I will call it normal winter driving for us. We don't take very many trips, although we sometimes go to St. Louis and back, and that's about a 120-mile trip. And we've been doing it in this car versus just, we would normally take the Model S, but we'll try to keep the miles off of it until we get it sold and get the Model 3. But that's just normal miles. These are normal driving miles to work and back and everything. But that's in a month. 2,200 miles, and that's a short month. There are times that we go hundreds and hundreds of more miles in a month. So that's the reason that I'm hesitant when we get this car to treat it like a car like we've been driving for the past 25 or 30 years. We just get into the main car, we call it the main car, and go. This might just be our main car, because when I picked up this car, CPO, we bought an extended warranty on it. I just don't know how many miles it has on it, but I know that the new Tesla only has a 4-year, and I say only a 4-year, 50,000 mile warranty. Well, 50,000 miles, that would be less than 2 years for us. So we're gonna have to start not driving it unless we're maybe possibly taking trips. I like driving this one to work and back anyway. So I will continue driving this one to work and back, even in the cold months. Now that I have these winter tires on it, it's a more drivable car. For the past year, I was driving the Tesla because its tires were better. These had summer 20-inch tires on it. A glaze, a snowflake on the road would cause this car to spin out. So, but now that I have these nice winter tires on here, I have no problem driving it when it's cold and when it's snowy. So this car will be driven a lot more, because this is my main summer car as well, because I enjoy driving it. I drive inside of Springfield. It's a great city car. I drive 25 miles this way. This is my normal traffic. So yeah, it's no biggie to drive this car 25 miles. I just cruise. I put the car on 65 miles an hour. Well, this car is notorious for doing 2 miles an hour less, so I'm actually doing 63, but I'm not in a hurry. I'm going to work. I don't get in a hurry to go to work. I I don't get tickets going to work. I mean, I'm never really in a hurry coming home from work, unless I'm going somewhere. Then we're gonna put some miles in the car. Well, that's it. February 24th. The only update I have, maybe I'll get another update later, and this will be a twofer video. We'll find out if this is a twofer video. If it's a twofer video, it's gonna start now. All right, I forget what update we're on, 7 or 8, I think. This is part 2, though, of my previous video, so welcome back, me. I probably won't be looking at the camera too much on this one because I'm still in traffic. So I'm gonna not look at the camera so that I can drive a little bit. So the update now. This is the update we've all been waiting for. Well, sort of. I still don't have a ship date. I still don't have an actual pickup date yet. My pickup date is still that one that was referenced in earlier videos on March 18th until that gets changed. However, my page did update. I have a VIN number now, and if you watched my last video, the last video mentioned a VIN number trick, which worked because prior to me getting my VIN number, which still doesn't display on the page, it does display, however, on the form where it's like the payment page, which is what actually appeared. So my payment page appeared. I'm able to make a payment, which I did. So I made my payment for my portion of the payment, and now I just have to wait for the actual date to pick up the car, and that where I'll get my loan papers from my actual bank. But now it's just all over but the waiting. So I'm just waiting for the car. I got a VIN number. Somehow my car already has 50 miles on it. I didn't put no 50 miles on it, so I don't know how a brand new car can have 50 miles unless mine was test tracked. Hey, maybe it was test tracked. But it does say that it is the base white model, so that's all that really matters. So I'm just waiting now for either an email or a phone call or a text message or something of some sort to go pick up the car, because apparently it's been made. I'm hoping, but at least it has a VIN number. Maybe it hasn't been actually made yet, but it has a VIN number and 50 miles on it, so I would assume that it has to be made, being that it said that it has 50 miles on it. So maybe that's that. Ow!